Hello and welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Don Pelto here today. I want to go over 3 different ways that you can have more patient interaction with patients in your office. The reason this started is because I was frustrated with not having enough online reviews and then not doing anything with them or getting reviews or feedback from anyone. In our practice, and what personally I've done for years, is it's always one way because I never had a really good system. So I'd like to share my system for having interaction and then following up with it. The first part of the system, it sounds real simple, but I put a reminder in my Google Calendar once a month for me to check my online recommendations and reviews. And I do this at a couple of places. Basically, if you go to Google My Business, I go there and I open up my account, and then I can reply to the messages that go there. That's one way. So I just say, thank you, so-and-so, thanks for doing this. And then I can go to Health Grades and I can do the same thing. I can go to Yelp and I can do the same thing. So that's one way to have kind of two-way communication because it shows that you are interacting with your patients. The second place I do that is on YouTube. If you have your own YouTube station, a lot of times you're going to get comments on your videos, and it's good for you to reply, because what's happened to me in the past is that I've had someone else reply for me on my own comments. Now, I don't like notifications. I'm not a big guy that wants to be interrupted all the time and has to be constantly in contact with my patients. I don't think that, but I try to make it a habit of answering those questions, and sometimes I'll even answer the questions with another video. So that's the other way. I'll make another short little video on YouTube for that. And then the third way that I like to interact with patients is via my drpelto.com site. On that site, there is an area on the bottom where someone can ask a question. And when I get that, when someone puts that or submits that question, it goes to my email, and then I can make a video on that. And the video series that I currently have is Ask Dr. Pelto. Whenever I kind of get bored of that, I'll switch it to something else. But that's what I do, and I kind of put these questions on there, and I can answer. The reason I think it's important to answer questions is because that's what people are thinking. That's what people are wondering. And you don't have to, if you don't have any questions to answer, you can also just kind of go to any online information board on plantar fasciitis or on any topic, get those top 5 or 10 questions and answer them in a video format or podcast format or anything else. So those are a few tips. If you want a way to getting more of those online kind of recommendations or testimonials, you can do that. I use Patient Pop currently. That's from my website, and they have this method that when the patients come in, it automatically sends them an email asking how we did. If we get above like a 3-star, it'll send them to a page where they can do an online review. We're sending all of our reviews currently to Google. That's where we're getting them. There used to be a way you could divide it up between different Health Grades and something else, but now we're doing everything on Google. And another way that I do it is with something called Patient Education Genius. And that's where I send my patient education information, and there's a little chat bot in there. And in that chat bot, it says, hey, how was your experience with Dr. Pelto? If it was good, then it'll ask them to give a review on Google. And sometimes I'll even preface this with patients. I'll say, I'm sending you this information. If you had a good experience or not, just let us know how we did, because you don't need to always have good experiences. You just want people to be honest on there, because you have to have good and bad on there. Okay, great. If you guys have any questions, please respond to this podcast. There's a little place you can ask your own question, and I will answer it for you. Also, if you want to come to the next group session, I'm making the plans. It'll be on protocols for plantar fasciitis. If that's interesting to you, go to podiatrypracticemastery.com. Okay, thanks guys. Have a great day.